Right now I'm going to start off with my pond, and I was outside in the balcony, and I took down the vase that I had. I'll show y'all a clip right here. But as you can see, I had like a vase that was flipped upside down, and the water was inside so the fish can swim up it. But since it's the winter time right now, and it gets really cold at night, I don't know, cold glass and warm water, all that, I don't want it to break during the winter time. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up more water in the pond, harvest some duckweed in here, and yeah. Alright, so the next one I'm going to work on is this one right here. Unfortunately, I did have a betta fish that was in here. I'll roll some clip. Unfortunately, he had his belly got really bloated. And I looked it up, and I think it was just because maybe I was overfeeding him, maybe. But he had a bloated belly. I did try to slow down his feeding. I kind of stopped feeding him, but after a few days or two, he ended up just passing away. So I learned from that, and I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna add all my female bettas in here and make this a betta sorority tank with the shrimp. I think that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just clean it up. Let me go ahead and take care of that right about now. Right there we go, guys, just like that. Well, I mean, I didn't do much. I just took out this one little plant that was here, took out a lot of the duckweed, put it in the pond, and yeah, I do like the gouramis and the betta fish. They get along very, very well. So that's actually a really cool community to have. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and separate it, because I'm not going to want to get any new fish anytime soon, because I am going to be moving here pretty soon. So I'm just going to kind of keep things very low, simple maintenance from now. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out. I'm going to go ahead and work on that. So see y'all in a little bit. Okay, so got my bettas in here. I have 3 of them in here. These are the 2 goldfish that I have. I'll probably move these in there today into the 40-gallon tank. I think they're ready. Yeah, so this is my 29-gallon tank. My Amazon soy leaves are melting a little bit, so I think I'm gonna try to trim those back, but I don't know what's causing it. I did a water change. I think I'm just gonna kind of trim all those melted leaves and hopefully they grow up healthy ones. But look at that, the jungle vow in the back right there, that stringy plant is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Alright, so now it's time for me to clean up this tank up a little bit. Leave this banana plant in here because that's a funny little plant, and it just kind of rooted out pretty cool, and it's just like stayed stuck there. At the end of it, I'm going to take out these lemon tetras and throw them into my 29-gallon tank. Ready? Just like boom, just like that. As you can see, I trimmed it halfway. I took out the lemon tetras and also the female bettas as well. And so it's just 5 gouramis and 2 of the pandagara. And then this one, like I said, I'm not messing with it. I just did a small water change. Took out a bunch of the duckweed and added some new water. So yeah, so for now it's just going to be these little guppies that are in here and one little neon tetra. They're just kind of chilling. Alright, so next I'm going to fix up this tank. Boom. And then this tank is good. Alright, so all I'm going to do is just top off this tank. I don't need to do a water change. I tested the water and it's pretty well. But I added that little stem plant that was in the 5-gallon, just kind of threw it in here and tucked it away in that rock. It's going to top it off. Should be good. Here it is, my pond during nightfall. But look at that, just covered in duckweed. And give it like a week, and it'll probably be gone. Like the goldfish will probably eat it all, which is good, which is what I want. Here's the 29-gallon, And then the lemon tetras are doing just fine in there. You see they're probably a little stressed out, but they just need to get used to the environment and I guess finding their own space within this aquarium. But yeah, they seem to be doing just fine. The blood-eye tetras that you can see right there, I think they're the ones that are giving them the hardest time, because I feel like they are being a bit territorial with them. But it also looks like they're allowing them to swim in their what's it called, school, so to say. So I don't know, we'll see how that turns out. But angelfish, they don't bother anybody except each other, so but they keep their distance. And yeah, this jungle valve right here is doing phenomenal. It's doing exactly what I wanted to do, because I have my filter, submerged filter, push right here, pushing this way, connected into a sponge filter on the bottom, and it's just pushing that jungle valve just like a river or current. So that looks dope. Then I got my red linguigia right here, just trying to get this into a nice bush. I keep trimming it, propagating it, making it into a really nice bush, and it's coming along quite nicely. Going with this stone right there that I got. Nano tanks are doing okay as well. So they seem to have their own pros and cons and weaks and strengths in it. This one has my beta fish. I had my goldfish in here, fancy goldfish, 2 of them. I was quarantining them, but I moved them into the 40-gallon tank. I have another beta fish right here. I'm thinking about moving these 2 since they're both females, with the 5-gallon tank that's over there. And then I have 2 guppies. I had 4, quarantined them, 2 died. So, but these will go in the 40 gallons. I'm just kind of keeping them in here for a little longer, see how they do, and then I move them. Nano tanks are doing okay. Got 2 little avocado trees right here growing. I'm gonna have to cut them right here. Do that soon. And here is my 40-gallon tank. It's a little cloudy at the moment because I've just fed them and they just pick at the ground to get for food, especially those goldfish, the moorfish. But yeah, check it out. Guppies, mollies, platies, one of those kappa, those, I don't know, oranda goldfish, I think. There's that. And there's the moorfish right there. There's one of the fancy tail goldfish, and the other fancy tail goldfish is somewhere. Yeah. So these are all floating plants. They're live floating plants. I think they're called white water wisteria. Amazon swords just kind of growing there. One in that pot. There's also one in the back right there. These are artificial plants. This plant right here is real. It's some type of crip. Then I got this one. Just put it today. Yeah, so this is my 40-gallon tank. Guppies, mollies, platies. There's a bunch of babies all the time. Can't really see them, but you kind of see them right there. And they're all within that. You kind of see them. They're all within those floating plants right there. It's where they hide. And there's the other fantail goldfish. 40-gallon tank. Here's the 5-gallon tank. We got my betta fish. They're all female, so it's a sorority tank. There's one of them right there, and the white one right there. And there's that red, blue, and white one right there in the back. So this will be the female sorority betta tank, 5-gallon. It's pretty clean if you ask me. And the next one we got is 10-gallon tank. So you can see I cleaned it up, trimmed a lot, in the middle, propagated the stem plants just to kind of have a background of nice stem plants. Just total, there's 5 gourami fish in there and 2 pandagara fish, and we also got some peacock moss right here and a banana plant. It's a simple scape, so got that in there. And then this one is where I will harvest all my duckweed. I will fix up this tank later, but I am moving to a different place here pretty soon, so I don't want to fix something up crazy and then having to take it apart when, you know, later on. So, alright, but that's all I got for y'all today in this video. Hopefully y'all guys enjoyed this little tour that I have. But to end it off, this is my little fish chair. I like to sit down right here, and I can spin like this. You can see this tank right here that I have behind me, that, or I can see this tank right here. So yeah, kind of cool. But alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out guys.